Did you ever hear the story, the song, about the old lady who swallowed the fly? I don't know why she swallowed that fly. Perhaps she'll die. Well, I do know why this lady swallowed the fly, in fact. And that is what this video is about. I know why the old lady swallowed the fly, and I'm sure you would like to know. Why do people swallow anything? That is what we must first establish. Why do you swallow food? Why do you swallow drink? Why do you swallow your saliva? Why do you swallow air? These are human processes. Bears go through these same processes, as do insects, ants, and dogs, and cats, and fish. But do birds? Do birds go through this same process? Do birds swallow? Oh, of course they do. Not after fellatio, but yes, during eating, to feed themselves, the birds swallow indeed. When the bear comes along and he says, "Hello, little bird, do you swallow your food?" The bird says, "Hi, bear, I am a bird. Yes, I swallow my food, because if I did not, I would starve and die." And there, folks, you have it. That is why people, birds, and other animals swallow food. When it comes to drink, it may be kind of similar. Hello, I am a glass of water. I am a fresh glass of water. There is no sparkling or bubbles in me. I am inoffensive. Oh, hello, glass of water. I am a thirsty dude. I really could go with a glass of water. That sounds pleasant to me. I enjoy glasses of water. Well, maybe you should drink me, thirsty dude. I think I will. Gulp, gulp, gulp. Now I am hydrated. Because I am hydrated, I will not become dehydrated and die. And there, folks, you have it. This is why people drink liquids. That's why they swallow when they drink water, for example. So, we have established why people swallow in regards to food and drink. People will swallow other things, but I'm not going to go into that because this is a family-friendly YouTube channel. I am just trying to educate people here. But you move on from that, and now we go back to this fly. Why did the old lady swallow the fly? Was she hungry? Was she? That seems very improbable to me. Why would you swallow a fly if you were hungry? A fly is very tiny. It's minuscule. You wouldn't get very much out of that. Okay, perhaps you might say the old lady was on a diet. Was she on a diet? Maybe. I mean, it's hard to tell. We don't really have that much information going by the story. All we know is that she swallowed a fly, and she swallowed a spider to catch the fly, and she swallows a bird to catch the spider, and she swallows a cat to catch the bird, and she swallows a dog to catch the cat, and she swallows a horse to catch the dog, and then she's dead, of course. So we never really got the chance to ask her why she swallowed the fly. We never got the chance to find out if she was on a diet. That information was never given to us. And so we would be making an assumption if we said the old lady was on a diet when she swallowed the fly and she was just hungry. So I'm going to rule that out for the time being because I don't think that makes too much sense. I don't think she was on the diet when she swallowed the fly. You could also argue maybe she just wondered what it tasted like. That seems a little bit more probable than her being on a diet and trying to swallow a fly. But even then, I think that's a bit bizarre. I mean, she is old. She's maybe losing her mind a little bit. I don't know about you, but I've never sat around thinking, oh, I wonder what that fly tastes like. I don't think it would be very pleasant. Actually, I don't think it would taste of much at all, if I'm being honest. I think it would just be kind of gross, and you would have... I don't even want to think about the texture. That doesn't sound very pleasant or appealing to me. I would also be curious to know how big this fly was, because it was never like clarified. Sometimes you get big flies that are like this size, and those would be horrible. Can you imagine the pop in your mouth? But then you get other ones that are so small you probably wouldn't even notice. Like, I'm sure most of us have swallowed these tiny little flies. So, I mean, I guess she probably must have swallowed one of the bigger ones if she noticed it, which is kind of unfortunate. So, I'm going to assume she wasn't interested in the taste. I'm going to also assume that she wasn't on a diet. So what does that leave? What was the true reason for swallowing the fly? Well, I'll tell you what it was. This lady had a gripe. She had a bone to pick with the fly. Have you ever sat around and there's like a little fly and it's flying around and it's annoying you as it's going around the room? Yeah? Well, that's what seems to me was the most likely scenario here. It seems to me that this old lady was sitting there, tired, could barely move. She's, oh, I'm old and I'm tired and sore because I'm old. And as she was sitting there, this fly's buzzing around. And she can't catch it. She can't get rid of it. She's not got the strength. She doesn't have the energy to get rid of this fly, to kill it, to swat it, to just waft it away from her. Meanwhile, this fly is buzzing around. Buzz, 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 I'm a little fly. Buzz, 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 flying around her head. And so, what seems apparent to me is she got fed up with this fly. And so she decided, enough is enough. I'm going to show this fly who's boss. She's sitting here. Her arms are weak. Her muscles atrophy. Oh, I'm an old lady. I'm an old lady. I'm sitting here. And along comes this little bastard fly and she thinks, I'll show you, fly. I'll show you. And so she plays dead for a moment. She falls down. She shuts her eyes. She sits, ugh. And everyone knows flies always go around dead bodies. So this fly obviously, oh, the old lady's dead. And so the fly starts taunting the dead body. I mean, it's essentially the fly version of teabagging. I mean, you go into old Call of Duty lobbies and people used to like teabag. And I think that's the same here. That's why flies go to dead bodies, because they're basically trying to teabag the dead body. And so I think what happens here is this fly, buzz, buzz, fly, oh, on the dead body. On the dead body. And it's sitting there, taunting her, teabagging her. And she's sitting there, playing dead. Fly flies up here. She got the fly. That one little movement with all of her energy. She got the fly. And as she swallowed the fly, obviously it goes down inside her. And now you would think, okay, well, if she did it on purpose, if she swallowed that fly to try and teach it a lesson because she didn't like the fly, she was trying to get rid of it, she was trying to kill it, why did she swallow all those other animals? Why did she swallow all those other animals to catch the fly if she wanted the fly in the first place? And well, I have a perfectly reasonable explanation for that as well. And so the reason for that was because after she swallowed the fly, it didn't go as she had planned. She forgot that she didn't have her false teeth in. And so she only had her her gums, essentially. And so once she put the fly in her mouth, she couldn't actually chew it. And so she just had to swallow it whole. And that meant that the fly wasn't actually dead when she swallowed it. And this was a big fly, is what I'm assuming. And so that fly, as she swallowed it, it got a little washed down. But that fly was alive. Might have been weak, might not have been in any shape to move around, but that fly was alive. And she was worried, obviously, being in her old age. She was a little bit paranoid. She wasn't sure how strong her stomach acid was. She'd been taking medication to deal with her acid reflux, neutralizing that stomach acid. She didn't know how good her stomach acid was. She didn't know how good it was. So she couldn't be sure the fly was going to be dead. For all she knew, the fly was in her stomach, lifting up food, doing some weights, training, getting back to health. So that's when she decided to swallow a spider. She thought, okay, we'll get a spider, and that spider will go down there and make sure that damn fly is done for. And so she swallowed the spider. But then after she swallowed the spider, she realized the error of her ways. She wasn't thinking. She was blinded by rage, blinded by hatred for this fly. And so in order to counteract that, she thought, oh damn, I need to catch the spider now. And so she swallows a bird. All the while not realizing she's just put herself down this horrible, endless cycle that's just not going to end well for her. And so she swallows a cat to catch that bird. And now she's getting bloated and things aren't going so well and she's getting scratched up inside. And oh no, well I guess I need to catch the cat. So she swallows a dog. And it wasn't too big of a dog, but it was a dog. But then, oh no, the dog's down there. But the dog's making a mess. It got the cat, but now there's a mess inside me because there's a dog there. And so she swallows a horse. And that's just too much for her because once the horse gets the dog, the horse starts moving around in there and pop. The old lady dies. Anyway, this is a working theory. If you think I'm wrong, I would appreciate any comments down below. But I'm pretty confident in this theory. And yeah, I won't appreciate any ridiculous comments. So be reasonable.